Hi guys, welcome to season 16, episode 1 million of the podcast. I'm kidding, it's only episode 2, but I know nobody cares and nobody's listening to this anyway. So, I wanted to do a quick episode on nightmare spin slash fitness stories, and I got you guys to send me a bunch, and I'm gonna read a whole lot. But this is my little room. If you guys are listening to me on Spotify, you guys can watch the YouTube video. We're doing a little construction here, so it's very old. And that is the bell to say that my food delivery is here. Hi guys. Hey, relax. I'm coming. I press. Ding dong. Yes. So background, I guess. Background story, background noise. While we wait for food to come, this is your first story, nightmare story. So, as many of you know, I am already a spin instructor. I have been doing spin for 5 years, and it started out as a very fun hobby, I would say, but it's become such a passion and it's such fun to do because number one, I really really believe in fitness, and I believe that spin is much more than just a cardio class. It's much more than you do like a HIIT class or a cardio class. It's really for your mental health, because the focus is not so much on it is on the workout, but the focus is much more internal. It's more intrinsic. It's about you identifying yourself. It's you recognizing yourself. It's you feeling the endorphins and the dopamine and this word and salad that everybody. It's more than just, it's community as well. It's creative. It's the lights. It's the dark room. It's everything put into one. So I think for people who think that spin has been around in the past couple of years, spin has been around for since the 80s. So the rejuvenation of the entire boutique fitness concept coming in strong, that's been quite fun as well lah. So and I know if you guys listen to this, or you guys are watching this, you've done a class. If you haven't, come for my class. I'll gladly walk you through it. First few things that we can, a few nightmare stories that we can have. First one I got, all these are anonymous by the way. I have no idea who sent them, but some of you, the tea very juicy. I just have to beep out names and studios, okay? Instructor, this is the first one. Instructor asked to do crunches almost 2/3 of the entire class. So I understand. So when it comes to the crunches, right? So you know when you are sitting on the handlebar, or sitting on the bike, hands on your handlebar and doing crunches it's a very fun way to feel the abdominal burn, but it is also a fun filler exercise that some of us use. We use it. I use it as a build up to a run, or when you are doing a jog and you want to feel your abs as well and you're crunching in. But sometimes when you do it, you don't really want to do it for the entire class, and you don't want to do it every song. The entire your entire spin class should be a journey. 40 minutes, 45 minutes, that's a journey. That's you bringing your heart rate up, bringing it back down, engaging different sets of muscles, using your core, and just pushing through the entire workout as well. So that's the fun part about doing crunches. I say use them sparingly, but at your own, whatever you feel like doing, just go for it, but make sure it makes sense. So you don't want to make your riders, or you don't want to make your class do the same thing the whole class, right? So you should have a sequence. So that if I went to a class and I did nothing but crunches 2/3 of the time, then I will be very frustrated as well. So yeah, a little creativity goes a long way as well. My first ever spin class at this other studio was horrible. I couldn't walk or sit properly for 2 weeks. Wow. I think that one is a medical case already. So when you push yourself for any exercise, not just spin, for any exercise, if you push yourself, you need to take care of your well-being. You need to know yourself. Self-awareness is not just a mental health thing, it's a physical thing as well. You got to know how much you can push, and sometimes you got to go for a foundation class or a beginner class to really be humble. Sometimes you've been running a lot. So you're like, yeah, cardio, I got this, no problem. And you run, run, run. But then one time you come to the spin class, you see the lights already, you see Jesus already. So, it's a lot of difference when it comes to trying new things, and you should be open to new experiences, but also, chill lah, let your body relax a little bit. What else do we have? When the oh when you guys keep quiet, it's only going to get harder. This is me, an attack on me, because I say this in my class all the time. So for me, when I teach a class, I like to get a little bit of audience riders participation. I like to get to know you a bit better. Yeah, or is it just me talking to the wall? No, it's just like me giving commands and shouting at you, and you just like follow through. I mean, some people like that, go for it. But I like to, have this little communication, because I want to push the class to a point. I mean, not like over the edge, but I want you guys to grow with me. So I need to know whether you guys are okay, or you guys are, I know sometimes you cannot breathe and I keep asking you to shout, shout, shout. That's for me. I'm just disturbing you guys. You never have to shout. You never have to do anything you don't want to do in class. Just take care of yourself. But every now and then, a little like eye contact, or a little like, I I understand that instructor, there's a human being in front of me. So like just a little bit of that acknowledgement really helps my trauma from being an unwanted child. So thank you very much for making noise in my class. All of you, even if you don't make noise, showing up, that's a big deal for me as well. I appreciate you guys. Very angry instructor who spent the whole class yelling the F word. Oh, yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine as well. I cannot do um any fitness class, not just spin, where instructors do not present vocally themselves in a not say polite manner, but like, I mean, if you keep using the F word here and there, I mean, one or two is fine, but if you keep using and use it to motivate yourself, then I question your motives lah. I question your intention, because like very sad, right? All you gotta do is like keep using the F word. So like someone who doesn't really use the F word a lot, yeah, not so much for me. But to each their own, some people really need it. And I know there are some papers, well, not say papers lah, some research, bro research as well. Some bro research been done that, if you use the curse word, you can lift heavier. So I don't know if that's your thing. If it's your thing, go for it. You can scream it out in my class as well. The music's too loud, you can't hear yourself, so go for it. More conventions. You see how many I have. Wow. But we won't read all lah. We see how. This is only a minimum 20-minute podcast, so we'll see how. This girl attended class in a in a fitting mini dress with a useless jacket that didn't cover up anything. So which she was on one of the mosh pit bikes. I love that. Your side side your sidebar, you call mosh pit bikes. I think I'm gonna call them mosh pit bikes now. So she was on the mosh pit bikes and probably flashed the guys opposite her the entire time. Should a student require people to be appropriately dressed like that? Wear bikini next time. I have no problems. Also, I'm not there, so I cannot see. But I think no lah. I don't think anybody is like that cray, right? She probably had like safety shorts under. I mean, I wear dresses on my bikes most of the time, and there's always safety shorts. Always the front row, very very poor thing. That is the nightmare. So yeah, will be fine. I want to know which class this is, and I can go. So I can't stand instructors. I have to read. I'm reading this as I am telling you, so I have to censor myself because you guys whack instructor names. Oh, you're horrible. So I have to censor. Yeah, I can't stand an instructor who always scolds people like he's on a power trip. Well, he or she is on a power trip. Oops. And sis didn't pay so much money to come to a class to get threatened like that. I think there is a big difference between scolding somebody, being rude, scolding, or coaching with a little bit of tough love. So like sometimes if you get a little bit of tough love and you go like, yes, you can do it, or hey, if yeah, I also don't know how to do tough love. If you can do, you do. I cannot do, never mind. We try together, we train together. But I mean, instructors that scold people, big no no lah, big no no. I hate instructors who don't even bother to change their spin playlist. Like I went to that fake sexy deep voice instructors. Who's the fake sexy deep voice instructors class? For 3 times in a month, cause no choice for my schedule, but it's the same playlist. Like, hello, what am I paying for? And it's the worst playlist I had to spin to. I understand like why sometimes instructor use the same playlist. I think they do that because number one, they don't really think that is going to be the same people for classes. I mean, but 3 times in a month is a big like thing. I think okay. So how I know some instructors do it is that when they plan their playlist, they catalog their or they archive their entire playlist. So it's like for example, if today is a Monday, there is a Monday at this number one class at Monday at 8 a.m., for example. Then the next class is number two class at Monday at 9 a.m., for example. So sometimes they have that entire playlist. And if you maybe sometimes for whatever reason, sometimes you don't have time or sometimes you just don't feel any songs that you are vibing with right now, you might potentially go back to previous playlists and just pick that playlist. Everything's done for you already because the sequence is there. So I mean that's a possibility. I don't know if that's what this instructor did, but that's a possibility. 3 times in the same month, I mean a bit much lah. But you know, sometimes I understand vibe songs. So sometimes I also have a vibe song. Like sometimes within the week I play like the same song for few classes maybe because I really really enjoy that song. So I feel like that's kind of okay because it's one or two songs, but the whole playlist no lah. So the way I do my playlist is that I have 3 to 4 playlists that I change every day. So it's always like sometimes you got a bit of like 20%, maybe 10-20% of the same songs, and then I just throw in more songs here and there. It's always jumble up. So sometimes if you ask me, hey Sean, that class was very fun. I love your music. What was your playlist? I don't know because I erase my playlist after after a week at least lah. So playlist, okay. Hate this is wow. Y'all are really when anonymous. I love. We should do more of these, okay? Because I get to read all the names. So hate this instructor. He or she talks shit to us, and those who just take a look at for the using your phones in class. Okay, so this instructor talk shits to us for those of them who even look at their handphone, even though it's not me. But I feel like there's nothing wrong for people to look at their handphone while in class. We paid to enjoy the class. Like a small kid, or not like a small kid who gets scolded in class. Few things here. Number one, I understand why we don't allow phones in class because it is distracting to your fellow riders because it is a dark class and everybody's so close together. So if you bring up your phone and you are, for example, not fully immersed in the program that it's designed for, so you are riding, you are vibing, you are enjoying, and then all of a sudden you don't even have to look hard because the whole thing is a mirror, right? You can see someone very obviously using their phone to send an email or reply someone. I understand that sometimes it is urgent and sometimes you need to sometimes you just need to turn the phone around or you just need to click a few buttons. That's I mean to me that's fine, no problem. I hold myself on a very different level from other instructors. I feel like my standard is very low. Everybody has a very strong standard and they're like, phones are big, no, so like yeah, okay, up to you. But for me, like if you want to use it, I understand. You go to a concert, you want to film everything. You go to a wedding, you want to film everything. You go to a class, if you're enjoying yourself, this is a sign of you vibing. And if you are filming I mean before or after the class, that's fine, but I just don't want you to distract people. You shouldn't be blatantly using your phone if you are like on the bike and the class already started and you're just like texting, or you're like, hello, talking. If you need to take a call, go out for a while, come back in, it's okay. If you're using to film something just for like quick pic, just like, it's 10 seconds. What is 10 seconds of a video? You're not turning on the flash, you're not like showing this to people. So to me, I'm okay, but follow the studio rules as much as you can so other instructors don't like call you out lah. Yeah. Instructors who call people out and shame them. Yeah, that's the next one I'm reading. Yeah, don't do that. Uh, let's find out more. Okay, one time I signed up for a K-pop class by accident. The instructor tried to dedicate a song as a concert style, purely singing with flashlight. He or she tried to force riders to volunteer and sing on the podium. It was so awkward. I am forever scared. Wow. Okay, few things that so okay, nothing wrong with K-pop stuff. I do K-pop stuff as well. Nothing wrong with concert style. I do concert style as well. I think this falls on your instructor to be able to pull it off. Some instructors have a nice flair for it, and when they do it, they why they feel comfortable doing it is because majority of the class already has what we call regular riders who know you and you feel very comfortable with. So if you do pretty much anything, if you want to do a concert, you want to turn the music down. Sometimes I turn the music down, let people sing. That's good. That's fun if everybody can feel the vibe. But that's on the instructor to kind of like feel the vibe for the rest of the room as well. And in the room, sometimes you have up to 50 people. You don't have 50 regular riders. Sometimes you have a few newcomers or a few people who are exploring themselves, or few people, like in this person's case, booked into class accidentally. So I think as an instructor, my job is to make sure everybody feels comfortable, but I need the class to progress as well. So I cannot just because of one person not do everything, but I cannot just because of everybody offend one person. You know what I mean? So it's finding that balance is hard. It's a journey, and that's why instructors are very, very skilled at this. Or well, good instructors are very, very skilled at this, and it is something for us to all like try lah. You have to forgive every instructor. I mean, give us the benefit of the doubt every now and then because we work very hard and it's a lot of things to take care. On the bike, you got to think about playlisting. You got to think about how the flow is going. You got to think about each and every single one of you. If you're smiling, if you're okay, are you safe? Are you riding on the right leg? Are you doing the same thing as the next person? Are you distracted? Is something distracting? Is the aircon cold? Is the music too loud? My class music always too loud. Are you can are the lights in their face? Are they so many things lah. Then at the same time you gotta like, are you pushing them? Are you not pushing them? Are you taking care of them? Are you shouting too much? Are you using too much Singlish? My feedback once was he uses too much Singlish in class. So and I felt that because at that point in time I had an English teacher, like English tuition teacher, and I would actually go for English classes because people said that I speak I speak a lot of Singlish and I can't really speak proper English. So like I'm very lazy, I know, and that's why it's a default for me. But like I'm trying my very best to like kind of speak properly, and English I was a horrible student lah, so I didn't really pay a lot of attention in school, and I didn't really grow up reading books. I read a lot now, but I didn't really grow up reading a lot of books. So it's hard for me, but nobody cares about your trauma or your drama, so they just want to judge you based on this boy cannot speak proper English, only speaks English in class. So that one time lah, so I got it. So I felt like I should definitely improve myself, and that's why I have English tuition. While I had English tuition, so I hope my English is sufficient for you. Okay, next. No engagement at all, like the instructor Shok sendiri. Oh, this one I know Malay already. Shok sendiri is so difficult to connect with the beats. I can't wait for the class to finish. Definitely not your class. Haha. Oh, thank you so much. But also, yeah, no engagement. I think engagement is kind of like what you pay for because that's why you come for group classes. If not, just get a personal trainer or do the class or do a workout by yourself. Yeah, I feel so pissed. Next one. I feel so pissed when the instructor gets off the bike too much, especially during double time runs. A little bit of here and there. I mean, for me personally, it is also a no-no. I ride the entire class with you. I will not ask you to do anything I cannot do as well. Even if it's HIIT class or strength class, and I would say, like, for example, 2 heavy dumbbells. Let's take 2 heavy dumbbells and work on this. If I don't take heavy dumbbells, then what's the point? Right? I must be able to do the class with you. But I also understand that I am a coach. I am motivating you. And sometimes I need to go down to ensure that you guys are running properly, or something is being I need to go and do my coaching moment, make sure your back is straight, I mean, that kind of thing. So I understand that there are moments that we need to get off the bike. Sometimes instructors like to get off the bike to dance because they feel like that's motivating people. I don't get it personally, but like if you need a cheerleader, go for it. If they are hot and they're doing it and people are wow by it, sometimes I go down and dance a little bit just to entertain. But that's, from my point of view, that's entertainment. I want to entertain a little bit, but I'm always up the bike when I can push. Or if there's a technical difficulty and I need to come down and adjust something, but the song already hits the run and then no choice that for that run you have to run. Yeah, go and, I understand that there are always circumstances, but like, of course, you don't want to go to a class where the instructor don't really do anything and just use their mouth and just talk, right? So I don't think you want to pay money for something like that, but that's just me, up to y'all. Went for a class and the instructor was sharing about her rough night handling her kids. Probably not our studio lah. Sympathy for her, but yeah, there is. I'm here to spin and to distress and to forget about my own kids. Why must listen to people's problems in the class? Wow, very bad. You very bad. But also, yeah, how? I also understand. Like it's hard not to okay, so there is a point in when it comes to sharing, and why instructors do this is because they want to feel a sense of relatability. That's not a word. They want to relate to people, right? So they want to say that, okay, I am normal too, I'm human too, I'm normalizing this. This is okay. It's okay to feel not okay. That kind of thing. They're trying to do that, but if it comes across as complaining, or if it comes across as my life sucks and stuff like that, then you miss the mark. You're trying to hit relatable, but you miss and you hit like sian. So like, and instructors, I feel like we shouldn't aim for relatable. We should aim for inspiring. So if you aim for inspiring, you will hit relatable along the way. So like, I am an open book, so I try to like, be as open as I can in classes as well. But you don't want to burden people with your problems, right, instructors? So we're not there to burden people with our problems. We're there to lift up people's burdens. So that's what I feel like we can do. Just taking a look at the time, is it about 20 minutes already? If you guys, I have like a bunch more to go through. I think what we can do is save this for part 2. So if you guys want to keep on sending me nightmare stuff, if I have enough, then we will do a part 2 lah. If you guys enjoy, thank you so much. Share this little video with your friends, your families, your spin instructors, your spin community, your fitness people as well. Yeah, I would love. I know this one is, I mean, because I'm big in the spin industry. I mean, I'm big into the spin industry. So I have a lot of spin related ones. If you want to do fitness related ones or personal trainer ones, I would love that, because that's what I'm trying to go. So if you guys are go into this year as well, so if you guys are looking for personal trainers or looking to just beef up your fitness program, I'm your man. You know what to do. Thank you, everybody. Till then, bye.